Hi guys, today we're going to review the first half of NaVi versus G2 on Inferno. NaVi had a 6-6 defensive half, which is not impressive. Let's talk about some details you might have missed. In summary, NaVi showed good fundamentals with insightful setups. However, there were unlucky timings and a few questionable mid-round calls. Starting with the pistol round, NaVi ran a 3B bait setup for Wonderful. However, I don't like the A-hole setup because of the weak crossfire. Bit could hardly trade as he had to walk forward instead of strafing sideways. Once both Bit and Emma were killed instantly, the retake was impossible. NaVi forced in round 2 and made it very interesting to watch. They targeted the top banana take when the T's tried to take sandbag control. They planned to isolate the entry by blocking any trade attempts with utility around half wall. The lucky kill on Snacks was not the highlight, but the smoke HE flash combo that prevented Nico to trade. JL then made a mistake and G2 equalized the man disadvantage. The 4v4 situation favored G2 as CTs needed to spread thin. Therefore, I'm a fan of gamble stacks. NaVi could have played a 3-1 setup instead of putting 2 people on each side. It was impossible to retake anyway in force buy rounds with pistols. In round 3, I have zero idea why G2 insisted on not throwing CT boost smokes at B. That costed G2 Nico and Mobs, therefore set up the JL clutch. In round 4, the first gun round, G2 ran a fake delayed B rush and drew the CT rotation. However, due to poor spacing and the missing short flash, Wonderful got a collateral and sealed the deal. In round 5, G2 tried to brute force their way for fast banana control. NaVi clearly had a plan and countered it with preset flashes and grenade. The last flash ensured advantageous gunfight. I'm skipping round 6 as there's nothing special. I may make a separate video discussing CTs playing anti-eagle. Round 7 was a very unfortunate round for NaVi. I'm not sure whether it was timing or anti-strat. Nico getting a smoke kill at B caused a chain reaction and the CT defense to collapse. As NaVi was playing 3A and Emma missing the timing. Wonderful was forced to make an information play. Unfortunately, he was peeking into a bad angle, which Monacy was further away from the corner. It was too tough for Emma and Bit to save the 3v5. In round 8, NaVi had a good read to stack A. However, they fell back into a weird setup, which Wonderful and Bit fought separately. I believe Wonderful had time to get to Moto, but he opted for Arch. At this moment, NaVi was essentially playing retake A. The most funny thing was, G2 again fumbled with the C4 and gifted NaVi the round. In round 9, NaVi hit an unfortunate timing that JL and Alexibi ate the flash by Snacks. The only thing I don't like here is JL's shallow Molotov. If he threw it differently, the incendiary could have covered either this whole area or behind barrels. Then, here came the most questionable decision. NaVi had a whole setup for a whopping 40 seconds since 1 minute and 30. At 40 seconds, Wonderful still had sight on Boiler. It's extremely unlikely that G2 walked through the mid-smoke too long without making any noise. Therefore, G2 probably grouped outside B for an execute. Yet, NaVi decided to take 3 individual fights. The post-nerf CT Incendiary could not cover the whole left side. Alexibi needed to fight the whole team at the same time. By the way, the guy throwing triple Molotov and the entry fragger were always anti-flash by nature. I would much rather NaVi throw the car retake Incendiary which lands around here. Imma was playing backside, but Bit decided to push the CT smoke. As a result, the round became unwinnable. In round 10, I believe it was half anti-strat and half misfortune. Nico and Monosy lined up for the car peak, but also covered the common rundown pathing. Given the timing of JL's close half-wall Incendiary, he didn't really need to check the close corner. If he got away from the lineup half a second earlier, he would have lived. Alexibi could have jumped on top of barrels instead of peeking behind them. However, these ideas are just hindsight. On Inferno, if the B players die together in this fashion, it is an instant safe call. In round 11, NaVi had to play with the safe rifles. I prefer Bit and Imma playing closer, so Imma would have a chance to pick up the lost rifle. In round 12, Nico had a great read and lineup which he got JL again. Wonderful equalized the man down situation and rotated to B. G2 then had an excellent read again on the close range op setup. NaVi went for an info play right before Wonderful went down. This gave them enough confidence rotating to B. Recall round 3, G2 were kicking themselves yet again by not throwing the CT boost smoke. G2 lost round 3 because of that, and they lost round 12 as well. In summary, NaVi had trouble running down Banana in gun rounds, and I believe they may adjust the timing and pathing in future games. JL also died multiple times with a smoke on him. Drilling the details on top of existing CT setups may help NaVi win more rounds. That's all for today and hope you guys learned something. See you in the next video.